Hi, my name is Sedgwick Daniels. For the past 40 years, I have organized and been engaged in the development of many not for profit organizations. Not for profit or nonprofit organizations exist for a number of reasons. They are generally driven because of a mission, a compassion, a direction, or a drive, a sense of a need that an individual or a group of individuals share. These common goals, or a common goal, forges a purpose and a drive to develop an organization. The not for profit status is simply a status that is utilized to and afforded by the Internal Revenue Service in America. It allows for individuals to engage in specific activities and roles for the purpose of community advancement and aiding society. There are a number of ways that non for profit organizations can exist. They can exist solely by an individual or a small group of individuals sharing a common goal and providing a service. However, most successful not for profit organizations actually form corporations. These corporations, whether they are LLC, limited liability corporations that generally comprise one or two individuals, or actually corporations where there are boards and individuals that govern, manage, and monitor the affairs of that particular organization. When we consider a not for profit organization that exists for the purpose of bettering humanity, there are certain principles that we need to remember and certain areas that we need to engage in our formation. First of all, to understand our core mission. Why do we exist? What is the purpose? What population will we serve? How will we assess our attainment in providing services? There are a number of ways to measure this, but there are things that we do to organize our particular not for profit organization. One such way is first to develop a mission statement. A mission statement, in essence, will speak to the what in respect to it clarifies in a very real way a concentration of our goals and objectives. With that mission statement, ultimately we develop vision statements, and the vision statement is going to speak to why, and in some cases will clarify even to a greater extent a challenge that is before us. When we consider our mission statement, a mission statement is generally a sentence or two, and it should be short. The mission statement should also be something that can be memorized by stakeholders and easily identifiable as your core value or purpose or your reason to exist. After you've developed your mission statement, then it is appropriate to develop a business plan. In that business plan is a skeletal model of how you will and what you will do, how you will do it, how you will manage it, the population or demographics that you will serve, the goals and objectives, both long range and short range, the administrative systems and protocols that will be necessary to ensure the success of your organization, your governance, who will be responsible for what area of your not for profit organization, benchmarks, and then the proximity or the broader picture of where you will service and who you will service. For example, after you have developed your mission statement and you have clearly identified a business plan, 1 year goals, 3 year goals, 5 year goals, and 10-year goals, that sets in a very real way your blueprint. In order to move successfully and to be recognized by a broader population, you need then to develop a governance, a board, a methodology by which you will be reviewed, assessed, analyzed, and ultimately celebrated. This board then should pursue various exemptions so that you can receive contributions and recognition from a broader group of individuals or corporations. This is done by obtaining certain status that is afforded to not for profits through your state and federal municipalities. Your federal government will provide through the Internal Revenue Service a classification and determination that is called a 501c3. The 501c3 recognizes your organization as a federally recognized not-for-profit organization, which means that corporations or individuals that contribute to your particular organization will be able to receive tax benefits, and their gifts will be recognized as tax deductions. Prior to receiving your 501c3, you must also register with your state. Generally, it is the Secretary of State and the Department of Financial Institutions. There, they have application that requires information, verification, charter members, and many times background information relative to the individuals that are applying. It is an exciting thing to provide services for individuals. It is a rewarding opportunity to provide benefits to individuals who otherwise may not receive those services. Charitable organizations exist for a number of reasons. They range from housing to education to religious to a plethora of areas that impact our lives. What is also important in organizing a not-for-profit group is providing leadership. That leadership must also be determined. What type of leadership? What protocol? Who are the key personalities? What are the core objectives of your not-for-profit? So in organizing your not-for-profit, you must first begin with a core mission or a core value that drives a mission. That mission aids in the development of a vision. That vision and that mission incorporates into a business plan. That business plan is executed through governance, through planning, through financing or fiduciary projection, and through certification. Those certifications or recognitions come through various areas, including municipalities. The municipalities provide assurances and recognition that you are a viable not-for-profit. Not-for-profits can also exist through other organizations. For example, a church or a housing organization or development corporation. When we say not-for-profit, it really is a classification. It does not mean that you will or are expected to operate in a negative cash flow. It means that your organization is designed not for the purpose of normal business economic development, but rather to provide a core mission and a core service to a specified community. This is the first of many aspects of developing a not-for-profit, or as some would call it, a non-profit organization. And there are a number of organizations that have benefited our humanity and community in a plethora of ways. And if you too have a vision and care about humanity, why not consider organizing a not-for-profit organization to benefit those individuals that may not normally benefit, and to leave a lasting impression that can be celebrated by countless generations because of your commitment.